Ben Schwartz returns as the voice of Sonic. Kristen Bell joins the cast as Amy Rose, and the film introduces Metal Sonic as the new threat. Sonic, Tails and Knuckles all return. That's what's locked. Everything beyond that, the plot specifics, who else appears, how the story unfolds, Paramount has kept completely under wraps. So, if you see a video claiming to know the full plot of Sonic 4, they're guessing. I'd rather be honest with you than invent details. Now, let me explain why Metal Sonic matters so much. Because if you've never played the games, you might think he's just a robot version of Sonic. He's more than that. Metal Sonic was built by Dr. Eggman to be Sonic's superior in every measurable way. Faster, stronger, tireless, and crucially, without hesitation, without conscience, without the thing that actually makes Sonic who he is. Think about what that means as a story. Every Sonic villain up to this point has been an external threat. Eggman wants to conquer, Shadow wanted revenge, but Metal Sonic is a mirror. He's the answer to the question, what would Sonic be if you took away the heart and kept the speed? And the answer is something monstrous. That's a genuinely sophisticated antagonist for a family film. Not a monster to defeat, but a reflection to reject. And then there's Amy, because casting Kristen Bell is a genuinely inspired choice. If you don't know Amy Rose, here's who she is. She's relentlessly optimistic, she's fiercely loyal, and she carries an enormous hammer called the Pico Pico hammer, which she is not afraid to use on anyone who deserves it. In the games, she's often written as chasing after Sonic, but the better versions of her character understand something more interesting. Amy isn't defined by Sonic. She's defined by refusing to give up on the people she cares about, whether they want her help or not. And Kristen Bell has built an entire career on exactly that energy. Veronica Mars, Anna in Frozen, Eleanor in The Good Place. Characters who are sunny and stubborn in equal measure, who barrel forward when smarter people would quit. That's Amy. So this isn't stunt casting, it's someone who understands the assignment. Here's what makes this all fit together though. Look at how carefully these films have been built. The first was Sonic alone, learning he doesn't have to be. The second introduced Tails and Knuckles, giving him a family. The third brought in Shadow, voiced by Keanu Reeves, a character defined by grief and rage. Each film introduced one major character properly, gave them a full arc, and resisted the temptation to cram the whole roster in at once. That restraint is the entire reason this franchise works. Compare it to almost every other attempted cinematic universe, where studios panic and stuff 12 characters into one film. Sonic went slow, and by the third movie, when Shadow showed up, audiences actually cared, because they'd been given room to invest in the world first. And here's the part I find genuinely remarkable, because it nearly didn't happen at all. In 2019, Paramount released the first Sonic trailer, and the design was horrifying. Human teeth, small, dead-looking eyes, proportions that landed somewhere in the uncanny valley. The internet reacted with something close to revulsion. It became a global joke within hours, and Paramount did something studios almost never do. They listened. They delayed the entire film. They redesigned the character from scratch, reportedly at enormous cost, because the audience told them they'd gotten it wrong. The director publicly committed to fixing it, and when the new Sonic was revealed, he looked like Sonic. That single decision saved the franchise. Think about the alternative. The original design releases, the film flops. Sonic becomes another failed video game adaptation, and there's no trilogy, no Shadow, no Keanu Reeves, no fourth film. One act of humility from a studio built everything that followed. And that's the broader lesson, honestly. Video game adaptations were cursed for decades precisely because studios ignored the fans. They assumed the audience didn't matter, that the brand was enough. Sonic proved otherwise. So did Mario. so did The Last of Us. The formula turned out to be embarrassingly simple. Respect the source material, respect the people who love it. So, where does Sonic 4 go from here? Let me be careful, because this is where I'd be speculating rather than reporting. The games have an enormous roster still untouched. Silver the Hedgehog, Rouge the Bat, Big the Cat, if they're feeling brave. But based on the pattern, I'd expect them to focus tightly on Amy and Metal Sonic rather than opening the floodgates. That's been the discipline so far. And there's something quietly lovely about where this franchise has arrived. It started as a disaster, a trailer so bad it became a meme. And it's now, film by film, one of the most reliable family franchises in cinema. Not because it got bigger, because it got more careful. March 19th, 2027. Sonic faces the one enemy who can match him on every level except the one that counts. So tell me, is Metal Sonic the villain Sonic deserves, and which character do you want introduced next? Drop it down in the comments. And that's that for today's video, folks. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you in our next video.